My name is Marceline Williams, and I'm here with 3 young ladies, and this is the first of many in terms of series for women basically. So we will be speaking about women empowerment, women and violence, women and body image. So we really want to touch on everything, and as young ladies within Trinidad and Tobago, we really would like to have that voice, starting with this one episode. So today we'll be speaking on women and violence. And we have these 3 young ladies who will introduce themselves. So we'll start with lady in the black.
Hi, my name is Malaika, and I am 15 years of age.
Hi, my name is Azaria. I'm 16 years of age. Hi, my name is Shanika. I'm 20 years of age.
Alright, so we really have a range of ages here. Okay, my age, 23. I old. Alright? So, ladies, first question. What is your interpretation of violence in general?
Okay. To be honest, there are different types of violence. There emotional violence, there... Okay,
Go ahead.
emotional, there psychological, there all different kinds of violence, right? Violence doesn't mean that, okay, you're hitting someone. That's not only violence. Violence comes in many forms, right? I guess different things.
So I'm guessing in society, between even just the 4 of us, we have some friend or some family member who have been a participant of it, as well as being the receiving end of it. Because I myself, I know people who have been a part of this, and it's very hard. So you have 2 sides to work with. So as you said, there's the psychological, there's the emotional, there's a whole bunch of medical stuff. Because in my opinion, we play the victim role, and then we have what I will say, the bully. In layman terms, that's as simple as we can make it. You understand me? So what would you say in connection to that, where you could already observe somebody in that situation, and even after you speak to them, and you watch so much Oprah, and they tell you so much times what to do, call this hotline, call that hotline, do this, do that, read the signs. Tell me why these people still, up to this day, can't read the signs. So anybody could jump in, it's okay.
To me, I think it's because some people are afraid to call out for help or just go and seek attention from someone or anything like that.
Seeking, that's a real good point. Seeking attention. And do you think at some point in time that attention should come from the closest person around them?
Yes, I believe so. But you have to study what if the person has been threatened. If they go and tell somebody they threaten their life or something like that.
So we really need to get some strong people against this, basically, in a nutshell. You know? Because I don't understand, because I have brothers, and my mommy always said, hey, no, don't play a wild game with your sister. And then you grow up and you know to yourself, at least in my household, hey, no man, brother, uncle, anybody is not to hit you. It's not to touch you, or it's not to make you feel like you are less than a mop in a mop bucket. Are you mad? You understand? And a lot of people don't have that guidance, unfortunately. And then, to me, it has some people who have a lot of stuff in their own head. They created their own problem. In terms, no, it is wrong for anybody to do anything wicked to you. And I'm not saying that you're encouraging the person to hit you. But you knew this problem. You saw these signs. And people, it have women, you go in the house, you pull them out, and the next day they're going back. How do we deal with this? I have people who say, I'm not going back there again because I fed up take she out. I fed up hold on the fella and give him 2 little lash. What else you want me to do?
I would think that person needs psychiatric help. Like, no, like from a psychiatrist, because it has something to do with mentally. You know that it is wrong, right? But yet still have some attachment that holding you there.
Oh, yeah.
So I think it's more emotionally, right?
So you're feeling like you need this person and you need to go back, that's why you wouldn't go. Or in some cases, they would have threats being said to each other or something like that. And you're just afraid to leave, just saying, like, what if this person does this and whatever?
So you're talking about the what if factor. That is a main part of the fear, the what if.
Yeah.
You remember, so, you being in that situation, right? That person will keep telling you, you can't find nobody better than me, you can do this, you can do this. So that instilling you now that you can't find anybody else, so you have to stay with this person. You know, so that's where the most come from the psychiatric part, you understand? To help a person, you need to help them emotionally, physically, this kind of stuff.
You can't just step one step and stop leaving there.
You have to help yourself first before you even think about helping them.
And right? And that is why I will say it's a next factor in terms of women and the family. That is their actual mother, their father, their brothers, their uncles.
And in some cases too, some women don't have no one to turn to, like they don't have any parents, no friends, no family members to say, okay, when I leave, I could go okay and I'll be happy. No, have nowhere for you to go, so you have to go back.
That's hard, eh?
Yeah.
You find that hard?
Yeah.
And people will say, come now man, we live in a country that will have over 1 point something million people and you have no friends? And you have no, you went to school, so you had people around you. Then you probably went and do tertiary education. At no point in time you had nobody that could have your back. And this is how some people on the different spectrum, or the different side of things, just think like, you're not serious. It's like when a girl dress up bad, and it's like, where's she friends and I'm like?
Yeah.
But I only know, unfortunately, that's all I know.
You jump on that point where you say that's all I know. See, like me as a woman, if I was in that situation, it could be that my parent before was in that situation, to me, I think that is the way to go. That the man must be the dominant or whatever like that. You understand? So it could come like, I grew up seeing it, and I think that is what should be done, and I should be in a situation. You understand? So
You think it's right.
every story has 3 parts or more. You understand? So you need to look at it from different points of view. You can't say, well, let she go back, she does, no. You understand? You need to sit down and get to the real core of the problem with that person to understand. You need to put yourself in their shoes, you understand? That could be going on for generations before her. You understand? And come down. So that she grew up, learned that from small, so okay, that's right. He needs to be on top of me, he needs to be talking on to me. For me to be happy, for me to have family, you know, these kind of things. It like you feel like nobody else would accept you, because if somebody treats you, you're gonna be like, alright, why you treat me? Okay, I never
Yeah.
So I guess you need to look at that from different points of view. You know, so don't say, she hard and she going back. There's no that. You need to sit down and talk to the person and really get to the bottom of it, to understand and to know where the person coming from and how they think. Because everybody thinks differently. You understand? So I guess you need to sit down, talk to that person, listen. There's nothing you can't say, well, you know, you need to sit down, listen, and and then again, not everybody trusts somebody.
That's true.
So you might say she don't have a friend.
Real people.
You might say she don't have a friend. Look how long she no. It's hard for some people to trust, because you put trust in this person and the person abusing you.
So how you will say you do it again to somebody else?
So you really need to sit down and have a conversation with somebody in a situation to find out, get to the core of the problem, listen, and then you can say, well, alright, there's that problem, then you get help for them. Because you know where to start, you know which steps to take and all these things.
And at this point in time, I think that people don't have an excuse in terms of not being aware of the steps to get out. And when I say people, even if it is not the victim who knows this stuff, there's somebody else who knows this stuff. I think the awareness has gotten far enough, even though I think it has more work to be done, I think that even a little child know, hey, you mustn't hit a woman. So if it could get to the younger generation, because if you realize these days it have a lot of domestic violence around younger people, whereas before is more, in my opinion, from the knowledge I know, I mean, we saw people who were married going through that situation. Now I see a normal boyfriend, girlfriend, 16 years old, 15 years old. What's going on? You understand? And
Children, what they see.
unfortunately, children what they see, monkey do.
Yeah.
And everybody wants to do it. Like if this relationship thing is a game, it's not a game.
Yeah.
And the sad part is people going to the step where they actually committed suicide or they're staying in this relationship.
Hurting themselves and
You understand? It's
the
like
outcome is
to me that's like a long-term suicide. Staying in this and keeping this thing over you. And the hard part is that you would think, hey, I have a child with him, boy. You understand? Like you say something exaggerate, like, hey, I have 9 children with this man, and this man doing me this. 9 children, I can't mind 9 children on my own. You understand? So it is a real hard cycle. It's something that I don't think every single person truly understands.
No. I'm just saying, okay, I have 9 children with this man, right? So I have to stay with him, but it's not like that. You have 9 children with him, right? You're supposed to see things happening repeatedly. You're supposed to pick up on it yourself. But I think women are scared to go it because the thing is what people think, right? If I have 9 children, I leave him, boy. This one will say this. No, it's not that. You need to think about
yourself
and your children. Because this is what your children see repeatedly. So all of them will grow up to be abusers.
You know what weird? I think people or society hasn't taught women to be selfish a little bit. Just be a little bit selfish. We always been told, you get up, you cook, you clean, you understand? You go to school, get a good education, get a best job, make yourself look neat, make yourself look pretty. But they never taught us, like, hey, don't take no crap for no. Don't take it. They start to do it now, but how much generations of women already went down the drain?
Yeah, true.
And that's where I think a lot of women who has been speaking on these topics before, good, I give them real props because we have it easy now talking about this, you know. Long time when they was talking about this, they was getting real strife from man, woman, high ups, low ups, because it was how much people tell you that man and woman business?
mother, father, uncle, grandpa.
Good? And watch me. At the point, my friends and them know me. If the boy only raise the voice at them, I already flying up. Because I'm not even chancing it. It's a real weird thing. And people saying, well, it's my grandmother's fault, it's my mother's fault, it's my dad's fault. Good. At some point in time, you had to get that strength in yourself, boy. Because watch me and my children and then we gone. All 9 of them. I suck salt with my children and them. I'm so serious. I will suck salt. We will live.
Yeah, it doesn't have a spiritual use in it.
Well, though.
You try to get out of the situation, but deep down inside, you thinking that is love that have you there, and you never know if the person could do some kind of phobia or something to keep you attached.
The superstition. Superstition. Good. And watch me, that might be real debatable, because people watching this video will be thinking, what joke is she talking about? Phobia? No, the woman needs to fix herself, handle her business, bust out. However, I understand that because there's people who think just like that. And there's people who truly believe in that and will say things like, well, I marry him in front of a church, in front of God. And my vow said, till death do us part. So I, as a wife, taking that vow, but trying my best to make this thing work. Even if he had to beat me for 10 more years. That sounds real bad, sorry. But even though he's harming me and making me feel like this,
Because I made that vow, I feel
You
like I
understand?
should stay
You're obligated to.
here.
and that's where the spirituality will come through. You understand? So whether it be in front of a Christian church, in front of a Muslim church, or however you may perceive it, the spirituality thing and women in regards to domestic violence is a very serious thing. That is a very you know much Christian women afraid to speak. And we talking Christian as in the actual religion, Christianity.
And in the church, they have a lot of hypocrites.
Well,
Because if you go to speak about, all right, my husband beating me and whatever, and I want to talk to somebody, say I have no family members, no, anyone to speak to, but I want to go and speak out on it, talk in church. The majority of people who would judge you is in the church.
unfortunately,
And that's real sad.
They don't even feel to go back to the church.
Yeah, now stuff you'll feel like you have nobody. Because if I could go to a church and speak out on how I feel and things I'm going through, and these people judging me, then
you
it
will,
make no
feel
sense.
like you have no hope.
Then that is where the suicide will come in, and all these things you would try to get different thoughts because you wouldn't know what to do, and you feel like you really have nobody and you're alone. So, yeah.
But okay, so what do you think society needs to improve on? Like, watch me. What we talking about here? To them, like, oh gosh, this topic again. But the reason why this topic keeps coming up is because it's occurring worse as technology and as technology evolves. All right, you're seeing death in all kind of different ways. You understand, man? At least from what I have observed, even internationally, and some of these things internationally trickling down to Trinidad, little small Trinidad and Tobago, sorry, Trinidad and Tobago. This is what it is. Come on, man. We too small for this. And society, I don't know if it's a culture thing or a personal thing. What do you think?
Anyway, people on the whole, whether international, Trinidad and Tobago, need to be more involved. There's some people see something happening, they're like, that's not my business. And walk off. No, that's not how it is. Because there's somebody's mother could have a child involved, right? That person hits her. Say, God forbid, she get a bad blow. What going on with that child? Then he goes start to abuse the child. Because there's more stress added on to his stress. He done stressed out about whatever it is, or drinking, or whatever the case is. Then you can't nobody to protect that child. You understand? So you need to think about plenty other things other than yourself. That's not my business. Yeah, she.
It's not happening
Take out
to
a
me,
camera.
So, yeah.
No.
That's the next thing.
Take out a
Yes,
camera.
girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Because,
like all of a sudden cameras become the fighting tools. It's best as me and you rumble and all we do is go camera to camera. But that is what's going on. You understand? Anything happen, a fight happen, nobody can say, well, I strong. I'm separated. But everybody is like, I'm gonna protect myself. It's all about me.
Which I
Yeah?
think that's totally different from back then. Because the stories where your grandparents decided like a whole community raise a child. It's not
Yeah.
like that anymore. It's
But
like
you
you
see-
can't talk to my child. Look at it. You understand? So the world needs to get back to that point where it needs to be more involved. You understand? Because things
And
happen.
get back that level of maturity too.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
needs to be more involved in raising children, in people's lives, Like, okay, I need to go down the road. I have my children. Yeah, you can watch my children, but now you can't trust anybody
Nobody.
to watch your children. You can't.
Nobody.
You can't. You understand? The words come to a place in where
From pastor to father.
yeah,
Nobody.
It's completely. It's like you're all alone. See, like in the situation, you're all alone. You can't even say, "I'm gonna talk to my neighbor," because she gonna gossip. Oh, she made this bitch. And this guy, no, it's not like that.
And
You're
the next
going
thing
into
too,
hell.
we need to broaden what this violence to women mean. We say domestic violence, and we're talking about it from the perspective of the girlfriend and the boyfriend, or the husband and the wife. In a younger instance, you will have father, you will have uncle, you might have your own mother. You understand? This violence of women comes from women themselves as well. We need to understand that totally. That is a next level right there. Because we as women never thought a woman could do what a woman does. How much time your friends stab you in your back and you saying, as a woman, you do me that?
As a friend, somebody I trust.
I said trust. It's like trust is deteriorating. Trust means nothing. You say tell somebody you trust them, it's like okay. They don't like take it.
It's not to say, you know, you could prove it because you could prove it to a point. We could be friends for 10 years. And it's just 1 year, something happened and you just pull all my business. Everything out on the streets. Things I told you that out of trust and, you know, the goodness of my heart, I trust you. And to hear somebody else or the same person say we're talking about somebody, that same person could come and tell me who I talk about.
Yeah, that's real terrible and that's what's going on in the homes. But when we come to the actual violence part, like the hitting or the emotional or the psychological and all these different factors that play in violence, people are starting to be secretive. I want people to put a real big light on this.
And talk about it.
And we could talk about violence, domestic violence and the society, domestic violence and the police, domestic violence and the government. When really and truly, nobody will say domestic violence and this thing needs to stop. And like, be bold-faced about this thing needs to stop. Right now we're saying it has so many victims and we have to work so hard to get them better. Yes, we do, and I'm not disowning that at all. But if it is like how a hustler will come and say, hey, our fathers, give me $1 and he will go die hard. Hey, what a dollar. So with it die hard behavior towards this issue.
That's not my business, but next year it could be your child. Next week it could be your daughter. It could be your mother, your sister.
So let me talk about, we're talking a lot about the victims, right? Now we're talking about the bully. Okay, which we already said could be your mother, your father, anybody. The bully. Right? In quotation marks, the bully. Unless somebody else could comment a different word, we're working with the bully. What we should do to help them? Because hurting people hurt people. And then hurting people allow themselves to get hurt more. What we should do to them, I know it's real hard, is a sense of empathy you have to take where you put in yourself in their shoes to understand, hey, but I see this man hit this girl. I see this man choke this girl. I see this man call she names. And I must just sit down here and say, let me be in your corner.
It's just like the same thing I said before, right? Everything have different ways to. He could have been abused when he was younger and that is all he thought. That is how he thought to think of to be with a woman. You have to do that.
And he himself probably saw it as well.
You understand? He was abused, he saw it growing up. So he thinks
My
that's
father
how
used
to
to do
treat
this
a woman.
because I wasn't taught how to treat a woman the right way. So if I see my father hit my mother, she come home late from work, I will pick it up on myself and hit her. And I would think it's the right thing to do when it's not the right thing to do.
And it had to do with emotions also because you didn't grow up with love, right? Nobody never hug you and say I love you, or come, you know, as a young child play with you, show you some kind of love. So you grew up cold. So
yeah, cold is the right word. Cold is the right word. Like you have no other word for that, but cold.
So you think you don't know how to show love. So you think, okay, hitting her, that is love.
And then I keep it back and I give back the same love I give you, if that's how I do it.
You understand? So every story have 3 ways to it or more. So you always need to look at it from different angles.
That's good. I mean, we have heard the stories of a lot of successful couples, right, where domestic violence existed. And then through intervention, whether it's via therapy, Or, well, some people just name it plainly church and God. Well, spiritual reasons. It has stopped and they are happier and better for it. So I will say there's a point in time where you have to decide, hey, I think I could work on this or I need to bust my shot. It has to have a point where, and when you're in the line in KFC too long and you realize people from the back coming in front of you, be like, you know what? This isn't worth it. We need to have
Go somewhere else.
Yeah, sometimes we just probably need to have that kind of mentality, like,
Yeah, but
this isn't worth it.
one hand can clap at the end of the day. If I put in all the effort to say, okay, I want to work on this, you still have to put back in something also. So one hand can clap no matter I could spend 10 years trying. If you were trying nothing, you wouldn't change.
That's right.
So you have to really know what you need to do and what needs to be done to make you happy, I guess.
Well, I want to ask this one a question, because she feel, because she's a little quiet in the corner there, she want to talk now. You understand? In respect to the bully, alright? And society, right? What you feel, what you think society need to do. Now, I asked earlier what we need to improve on. That's, to me, what we need to do and what we need to improve on is two different things. Because if I say improve, that means things already put in place that could improve, that could do better. When I say we need to do, is what we're lacking in this society.
I believe that if the person doesn't stop the bullying, you can take it to court, make it a matter, and let the judge decide on what should be done about the situation. Because if you don't want to stop and you go and tell the police about the situation and tell the police not taking you on, and I find that the police is only take on people like if they're dead or if they're about to die or something.
That's sad.
So you just have to think about it, that the judge deal with everything.
That is the legal system working fast. No, but that's a good point in terms of the legality of situations like this. Because really and truly, it has some people will think it's just easier for me to deal with it right away. Why am I going to go through all this?
Yeah. Because, and you would be thinking, okay, I go to court, deal up with a host of papers, nothing going to change because he could still come back and, he could come in the house. Restraining order not going to help. That's how some people would think. Restraining order is not going to help. Go to court, do this, do that. Had to pay. If he had to stay in jail for, say, a month or two when he come out, in my head, I would be thinking that, he's angry, he get more angry, and want to come back at me and these kind of things. Not so.
And it have lots of cases where people leave and then the person who did the harm to them just find them and
just
in your
out of the
mind,
blue, yeah.
how this happened? Like you swear to God and have somebody in mobile and every time you make a call, them tracing you. And it does bring, watch me, it does bring a real dread fright in you.
Yeah.
It does bring a real dread fright. Like, it's like when you're home late
Alone.
and you know your mother want to cut your skin, but you just waiting for it.
Yeah.
Good?
Yeah.
No, but it's like that. Except now you are an adult and this person have no reason to hit you at all.
Yeah.
So them just blatantly disrespectful. That is what I call people need. You see all them slang words we like to use. We need to start to use it in the right context and towards the right situations and people. That is disrespectful. A man must show you what fight for that. But
You want to fight.
That's where the level of maturity have to come back now.
and then you'll be like, that's a disrespect.
No.
So what issues like this is when you're supposed to be like, yeah, I as a big man, that brother is a disrespect.
Because you will like if you hear some male individual hit your mother,
Or
you
a
will
sister
like,
or
or your
daughter.
sister, you will like that. So why would you want to do it for somebody else?
I'm sorry, I'm a fighter. I prepared to die. I cannot see somebody else doing somebody something and watch me. I will be going home in Dingo Martin and people taking bottle and pelting vagrant. Watch me. I will be like, hey, we hitting the man for?
Yeah.
And that's a vagrant. You understand me? And that's a vagrant. People need to show some compassion for everybody around them.
You don't know what that person went through.
Yeah.
And then
You don't know how, yeah.
You don't know if you could go through that same thing and end up in that space.
And that person, your head could be better than you in the future. You never know.
Because watch me. I saw a girl who does watch Maury.
Exactly.
I watch plenty Maury. Of course I don't. I watch all them stupidness. It have all the people that me watching all them stupidness. Watching Maury, watching Jerry Springer. You understand? But and these things happening too often. And you see how they televise these stupidness?
Yeah. You see, that's where it starts. So it starts from from technology, your phone, different posts, movies, come straight down to music, in storybooks in school, these kind of things. And it just, like, it become normal after all these years, it's just normal. So, you know, nobody do pay it no mind and do pay attention to it now, so you would think it's okay, and, you know,
Because it's all over the
it's
place.
all over, and if it could be in a movie, then why I can't do it? If it could be in my storybook, then why, you know?
Yeah.
It's in songs that is listened to and these kind of things.
So what about, I think where Trinidad lacks, and in respect to the question I just asked you, what we lack in society, is that you see how we only make a reference to America because they are the people that we most are influenced by in Trinidad. Is that how they televise these things, and they televise it with the victims' faces. These victims reach a point. If my story could help you, I will come forward on national TV and speak of my issues. In Trinidad, we don't have that kind of strength in our victims yet, where we could put our face to the name and the situation, so I can say, right, I watch you in your eye, the way how we sit down here, you went through this with me, sister, I want to get out, help me. Everybody wants to do it behind a screen, mask the voice, and I understand, trust me, I understand, as a victim, you're frightened. But it will be really nice if once you survive this, you can come forward and let somebody put a face to the name and see the strength in you showing yourself. Tell everybody, this happened to me, and that was my past, and it have better for me to come.
It comes back again to the people saying what people will say. And they see me in the room, they say, oh, she's the one who get beat by. What, you know? And we are just kind of really like watching people like, yeah, she was pretend.
And shush.
So, we're not putting our foot forward to help the victims to say, well, we're only scrutinizing them more. We don't make a difference.
I think Trinidadians, that's in the DNA. Scrutiny is in our DNA. Watch me, we could talk about people. And picture curtain, it's alright. But we need to stop this. And then it's hard. Because, how old are you?
16.
And you're 15, right? You see it's still like that going on with big people. You as young people. Good? If you start to talk up, all the others want to play. Girl, stop it. So from even that, you are the older generation telling young people, hey, cut that out. Don't say nothing. Relax. When you and yourself know, hey, how I could stand up here?
Yeah.
Other young people, person, and not say something. You want me to have a voice and then tell him to shut up. That don't make sense. that don't make no sense.
There's a little bit of try and say, stop crying.
What are you crying for? Yeah, they kind of hitting me, so that's why I'm crying. You understand me? So, why that beating thing? This domestic violence has so much depth to it that I don't even think we understand. And as we get older, we will have to understand more, you know. And I hope that in the future, in Trinidad and Tobago, that these things are somewhere the legal stuff organized to the point that you can get real justice.
I think they should bring back like hanging and all this stuff because it is right now it reached a point in where it's really bad.
Wait, that.
You know, and some people, okay, we say some of them went through violence as a younger and insane, but some people just do it off of pain and
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel how natural wicked people out here. No, but I honestly feel how people feel to do that. The kind of mentality you have towards somebody else. And then we can talk about the sexual side of things. Now, come now, all you're not stupid. All you're young, but all you're not stupid. I always tell people that. I might be just saying it, but I never had nothing telling me in a book, well, Marcy is that stupid. I know that sex is outside here. I have violence and sex. It have where you fill up the conversations with older people. I like rough sex and all this kind of thing. And then that rough sex mentality comes to the point where it's out of the bedroom because you're let me do it there.
Yeah.
And you see, sex is so sacred. And once you allow certain things to enter that room between you and another human being, good, it basically tells them, I am comfortable enough with you in my space. And some people just take that comfort a little too far.
Yeah.
You understand? And some things are too freaky.
And it, not for real, and it's just out in the open, like nothing.
Good. I have people who used to talk blatantly about that you wasn't listening to me, so I hit you to snap.
Are you proud of
And watch that. These is people that I had called friends and will speak to them. But they never one they tried to hit me.
No, you see, I was saying every monkey doesn't know which tree to climb.
Boy.
Because some women, it hits your back. And when they hit you, you're feeling it. You understand? They stand up and fight. But then again, it's the weak ones might say, oh, hit him. You know, like,
God, stop.
Yeah, just gotta stay and take it.
sorry. But then again, a woman like me, I am a fighter.
So, okay. The men in this society, they need to buck up.
Yeah.
They need to buck up. If I as a man that's going to stand for this, no other man near me is going to do this. And I tolerate it. Because I think men have a clique. You understand? If men stand up for us, because this is not a one-way thing. Men need to stand up for us, women need to stand up for themselves. And we might say, get out, get out, get out. That man is not good, get out. Then what?
Get out and what?
Then what? So, men, and we need to have men not thinking beyond sex. So, basically, this is what's going on, right? But here what now? I help you leave that man do your real thing, girl.
Yeah, man.
Understand?
Sure, that's a cry.
So you come and live by me. Okay, you stay there probably for the first 2-3 months, nothing will happen. And then all of a sudden, he in a position where, well, I help you.
Yeah, so you're obligated to
Yeah.
humiliate some.
So it's either
Yeah.
correct, like you had to give me some, or you had to start to get certain things here for me.
Yeah. Won't get out again.
So
See?
you're making this victim even more a victim. So you should do the emotional and the psychological and the actual physical beating and come by you and she stick with that emotional. To me, that emotional is the most nastiest thing to do somebody. And I just not just with domestic violence. That the most to mess with somebody mental is the nastiest thing to do in this world. Why? Governments just do it, church just do it, people just do it, your mommy just do it, but she just win. That's different. Understand me? So it's a battle, boy. And I really hope that we learn, you know. And we start to put forward images of women that survive these things.
I believe if men come and speak up with women against violence, things might be better and it might change. If men has come out and speak about it, not women alone.
True. I totally agree with that. there's nothing in my bone, my blood, my could tell me that what you don't say they any different because you just need somebody on your back. And unfortunately for the situation, women can't do it alone. And as a woman, that's very hard to say, to make any man feel that we really need them. But in this situation, this is not just a woman issue and a man issue. This is a society issue.
And I think men need to sit down and think about it and realize a woman bring you into the world. You know how strong a woman is? Woman is the most delicate and beautiful thing on the face of the earth. You know that? No man can carry a child for 9 months and deliver. You understand? Period pain. No man can take going through period pain.
Oh yeah.
You understand? Woman gets C-section, does it just opening? You understand? To take out that child.
In a little.
You know how much pain it is to heal from
come
that?
alive.
You understand? So, men need to really sit down and think about it. You need to cherish a woman when you have her. You really need to do that because right now, everybody needs somebody.
Everybody needs somebody.
Yeah, but to touch on that too, some women will take advantage of that. You know, so you'll be thinking, okay, so I carry a child for 9 months and whatever. You have to treat me like a queen all the time and these kind of things.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
True.
it is get to some of them head now.
Yeah,
you
the
know?
power,
Yeah,
the woman power
Yeah.
that they have.
I say,
I
one
listen.
hand no clap, so everybody had to be in a balance.
Yeah.
You understand? Once you treat me good, I know you're supposed to do, I supposed to be
Yeah, I treat you better.
100% that you need. You understand? 50 and 50 make 100. You be 50, I be 50. You know, you do you're supposed to do, I do I supposed to do as a wife and as a woman.
Correct.
You understand? So, women also need to sit down. You understand? Because all the men that is. But they still play a role in our lives.
Yeah.
You understand? Because we need that extra strength. You can open something. You know, sometimes, you know?
They invent
Yeah.
technology for that.
Yeah. But still, everybody needs somebody, and you need to really sit down and think about how you treat a person. You understand? Things you tell a person. Because you wouldn't like somebody to do your thing verbally, abusive, emotionally. Understand? When you mess with somebody's friends, you tell me, I'm not looking good. I don't know. No man go want me. Why go down there? I don't watch it. You know, when a man watch me, I feel like, oh God, I wonder what he thinking something.
Yeah, every
This
2
guy
seconds
thinks
you're
so.
frightened. You're
Yeah.
frightened. I think that the main word is frightened, fear, and
So,
that fear need to move to fearlessness. We need to move fear to fearlessness. You understand? And we need to stop finding strength in people that have false fearlessness. You understand? Juni, they don't want to play. They say, give me real talk. No. Keep that strength in you all the time. Because that is the only way I will get strength from you. Stop that. Don't change from one face to the next face you're changing. This 2-face thing ain't really working. Some people have 3 face. Side, bottom. You understand? We can't have that. And that's why I would not deny it even 1 second that we need each other. We always need each other. And to solve this problem, we need one another to do it. You need to say no, you need to say no, you need to say no, I need to say no. Good? Men need to say no.
women out there need to say no. Even men go through domestic violence. Don't get
Correct.
domestic. So so many men needs to say no too.
Okay? And
Sir?
regardless if the police not supporting it, trust me. And every 4 or 5 years, it has gone ink your finger for our government. So how come they have so much voice to tell me about their manifesto, but I don't have a voice to tell them, hey, this thing needs to stop? Really? I put you there. What are you talking about? So you're telling me it's taken so much years to fully organize the legislature for domestic violence and all kinds of violence? These are things that are affecting we, but we want to study constantly making more money without dealing with the actual people in the country. And it's not wrong to make money, because the whole country will benefit. But if I see our next building go up, and certain things ain't handled properly. Why you putting up the building? To put more damaged people in there to work and go home to get licks and come back to work again? No, it needs to be all these things from this working class level, as they just say, need to fix. And much more. Government is not God, and it can't change everybody, but it sure as hell could change some people. I'm not a hypocrite. It has real ways in me, people cannot change. I would like to wake up early, it cannot change it. You understand? But put things in place for people like that. So if you don't have people who can't talk, get somebody to get them the voice. I think God created fighters, God created people to be in the background, God created a good follower, God created a good leader. A leader is nothing without the followers is nothing without the leader. You understand? Once you know, hey, my mouth big, I always had a big mouth. Always had a big mouth. Hence the reason, if it is you do something, I'm ready to tell you, hey, where's that one done? Where's that one? And I got tomboy already, so again, it's hand movement, everything. It had no shutting me up when I know you're wrong. You're wrong. You are wrong.
And that's it.
And it.
You're wrong, you're wrong.
You're wrong, you're
Take
wrong.
you're wrong and just...
You understand? It's what you do after the wrong, what matters. Alright? So, that was a very, very nice conversation coming from a wonderful young woman from Trinidad and Tobago. We thank you all for viewing this episode. Next week we shall be doing another one just for you all. So thank you very much from Marceline,
Janika,
Azaria,
And Malika.
and the camera do it in the back. Bye bye.